Peace, family, peace. Peace, love, light, and lots of positive energy. It's been a while, y'all. It's been a while. I'm so sorry for the wait. I'm so sorry. A lot. Was doing a lot of moving, a lot of research, and a lot of progression. Loads of enlightenment. Loads of enlightenment. Peace, family. Peace, family. It's been a while. I miss y'all. Holy hell, I miss y'all. I miss y'all to death. A lot has been going down. A lot's been happening. A lot's been, how can I say, showing itself. You know, they always say the truth will come to the light. What's done in the dark will always come to the light. And sure enough, that is what's happening. There's so many, I don't like to use the word woke. I say enlightened. There's so many more enlightened people now. There's so many more people coming into light about who we are, who they are, and why and what we're actually here for. A lot of people leaving that brainwashed religion alone. A lot of people starting to question their pastors, which I should have been doing. Elito, peace. Oh man, how do I look at the messages on here? There we go. Peace, Mario. Peace. Yes, indeed. Grand rising, everyone. Whichever side you on, whatever side of the planet you're on, other side of the, how can I say, of these astral planes you're on. Shout out to everyone rising in consciousness. Everyone who's coming to light. Talk to a lot of people. It's official. About 90% of police don't know what the fuck they're doing or what they signed up to. I want to say more, but I live in the DMV area, the East Coast. The East Coast, peace, brother. Yes, indeed, feathers up. So yeah, I live in the East Coast, so I'm right in the heart of the bullshit. Like, since the District of Columbia is right here, the district has its own police, so they go by. They got their own jurisdiction, their own district. So to knock that off, like Maryland has the worst. I repeat, the worst. I know you all are going to disagree, but we can agree to disagree. But fuck, I mean, I told myself I'm going to go easy with the cursing, easy with the language, but fuck that. Prince George's County has the worst, and I mean the worst and the most corrupt police in the country. More corrupt than Detroit, more corrupt than Denoya, Charlotte, than New Orleans, more corrupt than New York, more corrupt than Miami, more corrupt than Kansas, more corrupt than fucking Compton, dude. We got the most corrupt police in the country, right here in Prince George's County in Maryland. Just because Prince George's County is the border of Washington, D.C., Prince George's County has the most agent enforced police in this country. Maryland is a very Masonic. I don't want to say state because each state is actually a country. Once you start studying sovereign and international law and basically the laws of the land, and yeah, it's very corrupt. Like, I'm gonna be moving soon. This area is being targeted that I'm in. The police are being paid to pay off other individual melanated sellout. I don't know if they're boule or not, but other little henchmen to rob the police. The I don't know if it's the police or if it's just the corporation or if it's just the Freemasons, but the police have a big part of this shit. But I don't even know they know what they're doing. But most of them have to fucking know. I'm sorry, most of them have to know because this area is being targeted. They made it clear that this area is being targeted for what do you call it? Gentrification. That's the I like to call it colonization, but gentrification. Not to change the subject, but what do you think about Maryland, Virginia, Maryland? Halito, and did you know? Halito. What do I think about the Maryland? It's so Maryland in Virginia, Virgin Mary it's basically named after colonizers. Basically, that's not what we really named. We never named Maryland, Maryland. We didn't name DC, DC. We didn't name Virginia, Virginia. You know, we had tribes and our own dishes names for the land. That we must research because we know in the Carolinas and near Virginia's and Southern Maryland was the a bunch of Cherokees, and in Florida you have the Seminole tribe, California got the Khalifa tribe, Utah got the Utah tribe, Washington got the Wichita tribe, which I'm also part of, and et cetera, et cetera. You know, we have hundreds of tribes, hundreds of tribes across the Americas, and the Americas goes from Canada all the way down to Antarctica. So I do believe everything's been renamed. So don't let Virgin Mary, Mary's land, don't let that fool you. Virginia, Virgin Mary is cool. Yeah, it definitely is because D.C., Maryland, and Virginia at one point in time in the late 1800s, it was all one. Damn near like the northeast part of Virginia, the northwest part of Maryland was part of DC. It was a bigger, way bigger square. And what is it? Road Avenue? What is it? Road Pennsylvania Avenue or is it New York Avenue? One of those avenues goes straight to fucking New York. Like it's like the 188 ley lines. Look that up. Whenever I get done, I don't want this video to be too long, because I don't want to take too much of your time. But whenever I get a chance, look up the 188 ley lines. It's the it's like a spiritual grid of energetic lines, of energetic fields that circle the planet we live on, that connects the spiritual planes together. It's like dimensional portals, interdimensional portals, where they can access different energy fields from. That's why we build the pyramids to collect the Earth's kinetic energy. I found a beach right under Ocean City. That is, yeah, there's a lot of hidden, because we have like a bunch of hidden entrances, especially in America, to the inner Earth, because there's an inner Earth where there's also a whole nother fucking ocean that's deeper than this ocean. There's a whole nother plane. There's an inner Earth. There's a whole lot of other beings and entities that also live under the two. Something's wrong with the stream. It looks good on this side, but they're most definitely probably like, I have good connections, so they're probably messing with the feed. So I most definitely think they're messing with the feed. Because the CIA, they deleted my Instagram and they deleted my Facebook. So I just got another phone. That's why I haven't been doing videos in a minute. But I need a camcorder, a laptop. I need the whole shebang. But I don't really be now. I might get a video recorder, like to record and camcorder some stuff, to go around the city and show you how the different artifacts, the different landmarks, and the different subliminal messages that surround the city. Cause holy fuck, DC is Masonic as shit. Not even the regular Masonic, not even Mason, like what we all are, Mars, son. They're Freemasons, which they free themselves from Mars connection, from Mars spiritual love, and they free themselves from the spiritual realms. What's the secret ceremony for the entry of setting yourself from the realm? Definitely, definitely, because Antarctica is also underwater. That's our ancient ancestors also, and um, the Atlanteans. Then Antarctica, but Atlantis is under us also. And the Garden of Eve is also over here underground in Central America. Is a lot of over there in the Olmecs and Aztec temples, the Mayan temples. So there's a lot of interests to the inner earth. We taught the Africans about that. That's how they got pyramids that go onto their inner earth also. And yeah, you guys, a lot of people coming to light and being enlightened to who we really are and how we actually are supposed to carry ourselves. Because we all know that everything's energetic. Everything's run off of energy. Everything understand their microverse within and the universe without. If you understand how small the organism actually really is and how infinite the universe really is and how massive it is, you kind of can pinpoint in between of how small we are. Kind of, we're so small that we're kind of irrelevant, but spiritually we have a big impact in the astral realms because once we don't really die, but once we leave our physical, we become entwined to all. We become God, our inner God, because we are God. We are the creators. But that actually our energy and soul and spirit is released out of our shells, out of our avatars once we pass our physical go. And we can become part of the all, the cosmos and all. We all just infinite dimensions, infinite planes. So we're all given our own dimension once we pass. So that's where they get this aspect of heaven and hell. That's where they get that from. Because basically, life is about energies. How much positive energy can you input into this world and not negative energy? Because with as much positive you do, that's going to mirror the afterlife. Because this world's preparation for the next. That's going to image the afterlife. The more negative you do, that's going to be a low, slower frequency, a low more messed up vibration. So that's going to be a more slow, destructive, dark, distorted realm of your afterlife. So, and the great deception is reverse psychiatry. So when you do pass, and that fall of light go towards the cosmos, which is the darkness, because that's where light came from. So the so-called Satan character will trick you with that. Don't follow the light. And oh Lord, here we go. Let's set that back up. All right, and what else? What else? What else? Because it's just really because I've been speaking to a lot of people lately, and a lot of people are coming like they know. Yeah, I know we're not from Africa. Yeah, we. I'm like, yeah. So you guys are studying your sovereignty, right? How we actually run this land. We own this land. We're not citizens. You cannot be a citizen on your own land. So study run these courts. We run all this shit because basically the United States is run off treaties and they cannot prove jurisdiction because they don't have the actual land titles or deeds or actual handwritten proof that they own anything. You know, corporation cannot own anyone's land, so a lot of that's getting exposed. And but religion and sensitivity is keeping our people back, and ignorance, definitely ignorance. So once we start understanding like how deep and how serious, right? Peace, Star Strike, peace, peace, peace. I know. It's been a while. I had to get back out here. I've been just out in the community helping the babies, teaching the brothers and sisters, walking up the homeless, letting them know, helping with this and that here and there. So it's like I'm proud of my people. Everyone, shout out to everyone that's out here helping. Shout out to everyone that's out here actually learning and doing the footsteps and actually taking the time out to understand what's really going on out here and understanding the laws and our rights. You know, big shout out to Phoenix Moon popping that shit off with that Public Law Civil Rights Act, was it 90-283? So if y'all want to start by learning law, start with the etymology, Black Laws Dictionary, and just the Civil Rights Act, and start reading the Constitution. There's a different laws in different states, even though they don't jurisdict us or they don't police us, but understand that and know the policies and procedures that you do not have to consent to. Know how to carry yourself, know how to verbally handle yourself, and know how to properly get your stuff on public records. So you don't have to be federally recognized, but on public record, that is definitely a dope thing to do because you can definitely write affidavits out in court. So you don't have to show up in court. You just write affidavit out to the clerks, and they send it to the judge, and that shows your sovereignty. So it's definition of sovereignty. So the laws that they cannot, such and such, and you can move a motion, file a motion for them, or affidavit for them to like prove jurisdiction, because there's no way we should be kidnapped and put in their corporate concentration camp, aka prison systems, if we haven't really committed a crime. So the best thing to do is to understand these Masonic ass, Freemason ass laws, because the English language is not what we're supposed to be speaking. We're supposed to be speaking the vibrations in our indigenous languages, in our native tone. So for real, for this English language is really destroying us and destroying our DNA. So we gotta really start like Rosetta Stoning the fuck out of our indigenous language, like just start studying our language, start learning other languages, and like study some French. Study French, because when you're dealing with the courts, you gotta know a little French, because you got the magistrates and the major. A lot of stuff, a lot of stuff. Like there's a lot of stuff dealing with the courts, but it's like a car, basically. Like learning how to fix a car. A car's not gonna grow new limbs and grow new parts. There's only but so much a car has, and only but so much you can learn in the car. So it's not, it's gonna be too much. Oh, I'm not gonna have time. You can learn this shit. Trust me, you can learn it. Just take time out, just start studying, breaking it down. Just it becomes second nature. Like, this is the radiator. Oh, this is okay. All right. Oh, I know how to change the oil. Oh, I know what to check this. Oh, I know what that happens when the engine light comes on. Same thing with law. Oh, start little puppy steps, little baby steps at a time. Oh, I know what this is. Oh, I know what that is. Oh, okay. All right, I know what that is. All right. It's basically the same thing. Applying yourself. Always educate yourself. Do not listen to no one. Especially me. What's up? What's popping? Aztecs, much love, much love, much love. Peace, respect, mad respect. But it's like the more that we come into our ancestors, the more that we come to the knowledge of who we really are, it shows. You feel it. You feel what's right. People, how do you know you're right? How do you know what you learned ain't just something just written there just to trick you again, just to have you in the matrix again? And it's like, no, you feel that shit. Like you anointedly know, you and your parents growing up in school, hold on, this isn't right. What are we learning? This is how Christopher Columbus did what? He ain't discovered nothing. There's a lot of stuff we knew. Our parents, us growing up in school knew it wasn't right in school. We felt it. We felt it. Like we can feel right from wrong. When you step into a room when someone just getting arguing, but they're not arguing no more, you can feel that tension in the room. You can feel the thickness. You can feel that energy. Like, what the fuck just happened here type shit. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, the more entwined you spiritually get entwined with your ancestors, the better it gets. The more that comes to you, the more that you're connected to, the more that your ancestor will show you, the more doors that will open, the more key that you will get. Yes, knowledge of self is everything. Self-educating yourself is what we must teach the children. That's what I push to the children the most. Like the kids, teach the kids for free. Adults, you got to pay a little something for a little seminar. I got y'all though. I got you adults. Let's get together. Get something signed. I do a little seminar for a couple of dollars. Other than that, the children, the babies, teach them for free. Teach them for free, because the youth that's the next generation. That's who we do it for. That's who I do it for, because that's who is next. They must know the right way. Let's not keep teaching them the indoctrinated way and have them wait to find out. Teach them now. so that they have a head start, so that they won't have to be like us, wait till we're like 24, 25, 26, 27 till we find out this, 30, 40, 50 till we found this out. Let them know why they coming out the womb. Pull them out the womb. Let them know, hey, you a baby Indian, all right? Put them back in there. Give them extra 30 hours, you know? Just let them know early. Let them know early. Let them know, yo, yo, yeah. So it's like very important, very important, very important. So basically, self education cannot be pushed more than that should be the most thing being pushed is self education in our history of who we really are. Because if you're still looking at the Bible, all these biblical books will push you to Africa. We're not African. So don't let that be there. You got to know what the case is and what it really is. And that is this adulterated system we live in and how we supposed to do about this. So when it's all said and done, look out for the babies, look out for each other. And if anyone's in the area, what time is it? Probably not today, but tomorrow I'm going downtown DC, stepping back to the museums, stepping back to the library archives. This damn lockdown, this government shutdown's finally over. They opened up my museums, finally. They opened up our babies to see these artifacts. And let's start suing these corporations, y'all. Study these laws. So once we all are on the same page, we're on the same foot, we can sue the fuck out of these corporations. We won't have to be working for no one no more if we're suing them for all the money and buying land and starting our own businesses. We're the only people that work 9 to 5s, basically. The only other people that work 9 to 5s are like college kids from other races. And it's like, peace, peace, Joe 47, peace. So it's like, we need to start suing. Like, a corporation that's on your land, killing you, corrupting your children, genociding your people, raping your ancestors, that's not snitching. I'm sorry, buddy, that's not snitching. Take their ass to court, sue they ass for everything. And you jump like Jehovah's Witness or something, point their ass out. That's who's violating me, and that's who's on my land, that's who's illegally making me consent without my consent to their jurisdiction. And I'm this and I'm that. You gotta know who you are. If you have been in court calling yourself black, you're fucked, buddy. It's a done deal. You're washed up, buddy. It's a done deal. Black power, black pride. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I seen a blurple. I seen a blurple. A blurple, brother. I ain't never. I ain't never seen no black man in my life. I seen a blurple motherfucker. Look dark in the night. But I ain't never seen no black person in my life. Nor a white man. I ain't never seen no white man. This is a white boy. This is the only white boy I ever seen in my life. This is the only white boy I ever seen. I ain't never seen no white boy, no white man, no white woman, no white girl. You know? It's the only white boy I done seen. So it's like, oh yeah, a lot of stuff with that government shutdown. Trust me, I'm right here. I'm right here, DC. We bump elbows. I'm right there. I'm right there to cut. Give me the ball, coach. I'm in there in the trenches with it. Pentagon right there. Shout out to Holmes. I hope he's still living. This Asian guy, about 7, 8 years ago. I used to work over in Old Town, Virginia. Opened up a steakhouse. Shout out to the people that work in Hunters Creek. Shout out to them, not the owner. Fuck him. But anywho, it was like it was like that Freemasonic. It's like a Freemasonic tower temple over there with the big G. So I got to talk about that on the Pentagon and some Asian guy out there that had cigarettes out there on the lunch break. I used to catch up with him every time. 'Cause I used to go to work the same time I used to go to work and hit that route. He used to be getting on a smoke break and his lunch break. So he's about there kicking a bobo. And he told me like he's gonna start off with it was 68 levels under the Pentagon, 68 floors. Um, and below the 68 floors, 65 other housing entities, extraterrestrial entities, interdimensional beings, other frequency beings, and spiritual beings. They're housing creatures down there that they genetically spliced, and they're trading these creatures and trading these experiments and trading these documents with Russia and China and their underground DUMBs, which is abbreviated for deep underground military bases systems. And I want to say they got hundreds, but they got thousands of underground military bases around the world. Thanks to the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers and these punk occultic motherfuckers. These Knights of Malta, Cabal, Vatican, baby, blood drinking, Baphomet worshiping fucks, you know? Please excuse my French, but this gets deeper than you guys think. Like, this gets deeper so much. The rabbit hole gets so deep. It's really disturbing. Because once we get our land back, and once everyone find out who we are, and once all this we get our structure back here in the United States. Not the oh God, I'm so sorry, ancestors. Not the United States, but until the island of the motherland and the Americas. Once we get everything straight here and we get our stuff back here, and we get spiritually woke, there's some shit we gotta handle, y'all. There is some. We're not gonna be able to fathom it right now, but once we get our land back and get back to our ancestors and start seeing the truth, then it won't be so unbelievable once we start. But it's some shit we gotta handle once we get our shit together here on our land, because we can't help or do anything with the universe, the in the underground, all this other stuff. We can't do nothing about that interdimensional visa, all that right now until we get ourselves together home. Because the universe needs our help. We're part of a alien race, like millions of years. We're part of a race that peace, Winagi. Peace, Winagi. Is it Winagi? I hope I said it right, brother. I hope I said it right. I hate messing up people's names. That's one thing I cannot stand on. That's why I give everybody nicknames. You ask anybody I ever worked with, you're going to get a nickname, buddy, because I do not like messing up names. Oh, man. Halito, Aboriginal Power. Halito. But yeah, it gets deep. It gets deep. It gets deep. It gets deep, y'all. But once we get this stuff popped off on our land, handle all the stuff on our land, then we can handle what the ancestors really want us to globally and consciously and spiritually get ready for the galactical battle, the intergalactical war. But right now, we got the spiritual war at home we got to deal with right now. So, I don't want to, like, that's why, like, your gift is a curse. Your knowledge is sometimes a curse, because it's like, something, like, say if you're in a church, you're going to the church and you want to tell them, hey, this isn't real, this isn't right, this isn't that. You can't just jump out there and tell them that, because they're going to be like, hold on, no, I can't get with that. Oh, he got to go. You got to give him baby steps first. Step in the church, sit down. You got to have to sit down with the pastor before you even go in there. Like that morning, early in the morning. Like, hey, I want to say something to the church here. I've been here, such, been back out here, such. But I would like to speak to the congregation, to our brothers and sisters after you're done doing what you got to do. Because you got to get the respect, in the house, get them the respect, show them, sit through the congregation, and then he might bless you with a chance to speak. You got to speak, you got to break it down with them a little bit. You can't just go straight up. You can't come hard with them. You can't go hard in that church and come up and like, God damn it, Jesus is a homosexual. The Vatican eating babies. They drinking blood. You can't do that. You can't do that. You want to scare them. They Christians. They want to say you're going to hell. You can't do that. They're going to rebuke you. They're going to rebuke your ass. You got to take it easy with these fellas, You got to take it easy with them. So you got to take baby steps. Question the obvious. Let them look at Matthew verse 24. Let them look at the Genesis when it said God was Let us make man in our image. Let us make man in the image of us, knowing that mother wasn't alone when she created us all. Because, a lot of people starting to realize that the Bible is really a Masonically written out edition of, it's like an abbreviated version, a whitewashed version of our history. So, like, once you read, like, study the 48 laws of power, because this fucking book is what these fucking Freemasons are trying to manipulate people and run off of. Their little cheat sheet, their little guide, you study that guide and see how they're thinking. Because there are a lot of them are wicked minded because they lack soul, emotion, and remorse because of their reptilian genetics and the bloodline that they're from. Like, dude, that reptilian, it might not be the way they say it is. Like, they're energetic, like they're frequency beings, they're interdimensional beings. It's not no lizard walking around. Like, the physical forms are underground, but these cloak, like, they work off frequencies. These reptilian beings that you speak of, like David Icke was on something. He knew something. He knew his goddamn ancestors. Them motherfuckers like a reptilian. But yeah, that's real. Cause that's what the Vatican, that's what Baal, and that is what the Baphomet resemble. That's why in all these gothic ass churches they got the gargoyle, which represents their version of the serpent, which is the reptilian. But we are the dragons. Like, our race we came from was like a dragon type entity. It was like, when we study more than Atlantis, that's why they try to destroy the Atlantis. They try to destroy the Atlantean history. Once you read the history of Atlantis and understand the Hagris, it's like, oh man, I gotta get the paperwork out for this because you just jump here and there with this because it's the information is so deep and I want you guys to understand without being like, what did he just? We gotta look deep into it. That's why once you understand who we are and we start understanding and studying Americas and studying the Aztecs, the Olmecs, and studying what we studied and what we believed in and why we did and what animals we really roamed around and why the animals like gravitated towards us. Like, our inner beast, our inner primal state is a fucking monster. Is a fucking beast. That's why we're not to be fucked with. We're natural born warriors. We're like the Bible used the beast as a bad form, but we are the beast. We are the the not the serpent, but the dragon serpent. They're the reptilian serpent. That's what the Niflheens are that came about. The so-called fallen angels. Those are the reptilians, aka the Europeans, who spliced the DNA with the Neanderthals. Because the Mediterranean, like I said before, the Mediterranean Sea wasn't always there. All that sand and shit, that's Mars. That came from Mars. Because once they blew the atmosphere in Mars, the Niflheens blew the atmosphere. Because they're a colonizing race. That's why the Europeans are colonizing. They colonize land on Earth. Because the reptilians, these Niflheens, they colonize planets. That's why all the planets look dried out. And the inner Earth is where all the life on the planet had to retreat to. That's why every planet really has an inner Earth to it also. Because these Niflheens come and destroy the surface Earth, just like how the Europeans are doing over here on this planet. And we have to hurry up and wake up so we get to our ancestral entities, our ancient ancestral entities to help us with these reptilian entities. Because we've always been at war for millions and millions of years. And it gets deep because once we're spiritual and understand about who we are and all that our ancestors, then we can start going deep. Then we start feeling it. Then we're gonna start seeing vision. Then we're gonna start telepathically connecting with each other and our ancestors and start seeing, start having visions, start seeing, wow, this shit is fucking real. We've been had these inventions. We've been known everything. We're just relearning everything. This was preparation for the next. We're just relearning everything. That's why when you learn certain stuff, you get the butterflies. That's the energy. That's your kundalini. That's your chakras. That's your mercury. Charging up, charging up your ancestors. It's like they bump you like see, and you just start understanding a lot of stuff. So it's like I don't know, dude. I should have like not jumped to bits and pieces with this. I should have just, had it all sectioned out for you all. But first day back in a minute. I miss y'all. I miss the fuck out of y'all. I love y'all, young. I love y'all. I swear to God, I love y'all. I do it for nothing but y'all and the babies. I don't have no babies, but every baby out here is my baby. So shout out to everybody. Shout out to all y'all children. Shout out to all your ancestors. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to the matriarch. We gotta start respecting our queens, y'all. Before I go, I must let that be known. Let that know be known that every one of my videos. We gotta respect the matriarch. That's the only way we're gonna get back on top, to get the matriarch back on top. Get our women back up, then we're back up, y'all. That's what we gotta do. That's why they pay rappers millions of dollars to degrade the women. Cause they know that's what it is. They know destroy the woman, destroy the man, destroy the woman, destroy reproduction system, make everyone homosexual. They're gonna disrespect the woman, degrade the woman. Like, come on. Respect our women, love our queens. Those who we do it for. Those are who we do it for. Every single motherfucker on this planet came here because of a woman. Every living animal is out here because of a female animal. Without the matriarch, life would be nothing. Remember, they didn't need. They had their own, the 15-foot tall indigo women, which is also where the word Indian came from. In case you guys didn't know, Indian came from indigo. Just in case a lot of people be like, I don't want to call myself American Indian. That's what the corporation called. I didn't say American Indigo, because that's what the Europeans switched it to. They said Indian because they didn't want to get us the credit. We call Indigo because that's where they know the first women came from, were the Indigo women in Atlantis. And the Limerians got mad. And the Limerians are the reptilians, Niflians, and we are the Atlanteans. I don't know. Was it the Anunnakis they called us? Was it Anunnakis? I go with Atlanteans because that's what I'm more comfortable with. That's why I remember my ancestors telling me Atlanteans. And then from Atlanteans, I'm going to find out what the name for Atlanteans was. That's how you find out what the name before the name before the name was. That's how you find out your real name. You go deep into your ancestors, deep into your history. My name, I found out when I did my genealogy, I found out where my last name came from. My clan name, my corporate last name came from. And it was a Irishman. So I'm an Indian with part Irish in me. But I'm a smoker, not a drinker. Ow! So, with that said, yeah, do your research, do the due diligence, and just stay positive. Just don't let nothing get you down, dude. Whatever comes at you, expect it. No, every day this bullshit gonna come at you. Every fucking day. Every day. You know this. You know, all right, it's gonna be a good day, and it's gonna be some bullshit. When that bullshit happens, that sure knows gonna happen, wave at it as it goes by. Don't let it fuck with you. Don't let it fuck up your vibe. Ain't that right? I'm banging that shit. Shout out to Bob. His birthday was February the 6th. Happy birthday to Bob. Happy belated birthday. To the Aquarius. Shout out to the, I don't know if y'all see that, Aquariuses. Shout out to all my Aquariuses. I was born February 18th. So happy belated rising day to me also. I was born February 18th. So I'm an Aquarius, but that's the last daily Aquarius. And that makes me a cusp. So I'm an Aquarius with some traits of a Pisces, because after February 18th, the 19th start, and 19th is the the age of the Pisces. So shout out to the Pisces too. Most of all, shout out to everybody. I'm an aborigines. I love y'all. Peace, love, and light. I ain't mean for this video to be this long, but I love y'all. I missed y'all. Shout out to everybody. Y'all get back to this beautiful, beautiful day, this beautiful world.